Hey everybody, I'm Amy Hughes and welcome to my kitchen on the beautiful Isle of Hope near Savannah, Georgia. I am a 42-year-old mom of 3 boys, Jennings who's 17, William who's 15, and Harrison who's 10. Not really, he's 11. He's glaring at me because he is running the camera and he had a birthday this week and I left that out. Oops, sorry. Anyway, I'm going to make for you today one of their favorite recipes that I have modified to include delicious Philadelphia cream cheese. It has a bit of an Asian flair to it. It's a sushi stack made with smoked salmon and delicious English cucumbers. So, why don't we put on our apron and get busy? So let's take a look at the ingredients we're going to be using today. Each of these ingredients is readily available at your supermarket, or if you really want to have some fun, go to an Asian supermarket and pick these up. The first item is sushi rice. Now this is critical. This is actually koku rose rice, and it's a special short grain rice that works perfectly for sushi. Then we're going to season our sushi rice, just like they do at the sushi restaurants, with some rice vinegar and some mirin, which is an Asian sweet cooking wine, and some sugar and salt. And then we're going to put that onto our nori. Nori is seaweed. Actually, it's toasted sea vegetable, it says on the packet. And that's what we will use as the base. And then we've got our delicious smoked salmon. And, of course, the most important ingredient of them all, Philadelphia cream cheese. Delicious. And then finally we're going to be using an English cucumber because cucumber and cream cheese are such a delicious combination. We'll also garnish with a little bit of pickled ginger and then these wasabi peas that are so good. Alright, first things first, we're going to make our sushi rice. We take 2 cups of water and then 1.5 cups sushi rice. Now I like to use this 5-ply pot because it cooks rice so nicely and never scorches it or anything like that. But we're going to put it over here on our stove. And there we go. Now we'll let that boil and then we'll turn the heat down. While our rice is over there cooking on the stove, we are going to prepare our vegetables. Now, this is a beautiful English cucumber, so that means it's seedless. And they just slice up so nice and pretty. Here I've got one that I've already peeled over here. So I'm going to chop off the little end there and a little end there with a nice sharp knife. And then I'm going to use my mandolin. I'm going to cut this big boy in half because he's so big. And we're going to push it through. There you go. And look at how perfect those are. Ooh. With the mandolin, you always have to be careful not to chop your fingers off. Alright, so now we're going to prepare the secret ingredient, the wasabi cream cheese. You know, I just put 1 8-ounce package of Philly cream cheese into my beautiful red KitchenAid mixer. And now I'm putting in about 2 tablespoons of wasabi. See? I like using these little ingredient measure things because it just makes it really nice and easy. Alright, let's just mix it up. And now we're going to fix the seasoning for our sushi rice. So we're going to take 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to take 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Now I have to be completely honest and tell you that the very first time I made this recipe, I left the salt out, and that is not something you want to leave out. So don't forget your 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Then we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of sugar. So 2 teaspoons sugar. 2 teaspoons mirin, then 2 teaspoons of water, and then we're going to heat that for just a few minutes, just until the sugar melts. You can also use sake if you like sake. But we're going to melt that right now, and then we're going to go back over to our salmon. Ooh, look, our sushi rice is perfectly done. So we'll turn off the heat and we'll let that cool down. Now we're going to pour this rice vinegar, this seasoned vinegar, gently onto our rice and fluff it up a little bit so that it soaks it all up in there. So now we've got all of our ingredients assembled here, and we're ready to put everything together, including that delicious cream cheese with wasabi. And now it's time to put everything together. We're going to take about a cup of our sushi rice and put it on here. And then we're going to get our fingers wet so it doesn't stick. We're going to smush it down. Yeah, there we go. Smush, 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 smush. Okay, so now we've got this first piece of nori all covered with that delicious seasoned sushi rice. You know, this is so much fun to do. It's kind of like making mud pies when you were a little girl. First things first, we have to put a layer of our delicious Philadelphia cream cheese. Got a little wasabi in there. We're just going to spread it on. You know, cream cheese goes so well with salmon. And this wasabi in here gives it just the right kick. So there we go. So we've got this nice, beautiful layer. If your rice doesn't come all the way to the edge of your nori, don't worry about that because you're going to trim it up. And we're going to take a thin layer of our salmon, our beautiful salmon, lay it right on there. Oh, so healthy, smoked salmon. Just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Another nice thin layer. That one's actually thinner. I like it better. Let's see. Ooh, that's 2 pieces. That's why. Alright, so we've got that and that. There you go. Maybe a little bit over here on the edge. How about? Alright, so that's that. So that is layer 1, smush, smush. We'll take our next layer here, lay it down. You put the shiny side up, smush, smush, smush. Take your big fat rolling pin. This is my Big Daddy rolling pin. Roll it like that so it smushes and gets all perfect. And then take some more of your sushi rice. And put a layer on there. Now my boys are going to be so excited when they come home and see this. As a matter of fact, I can hear now they're going to say, "Cool, Mom, sushi." So now we put some more of that delicious cream cheese on there. And our second layer with that wasabi in there. Ooh, so good. So good. There you go. Nice, beautiful. Such a pretty green. And then we're going to take our beautiful thin little cucumbers, lay them on there. Just a nice little perfect row. There you go. Perfect, perfect. Looks like it takes about 4 cucumbers there to cover that area. Then we're going to take another sheet of the nori, put it on there, shiny side down. Alright, now our last layer of delicious wasabi cream cheese. This isn't hard, and it is so much fun, and it tastes so delicious. And the kids love it, and I love it. Alright, we're almost there. We've trimmed all the edges now. So now we're going to cut our beautiful sushi stacks into perfect little rectangular squares. Woo! We are done with our beautiful sushi stacks. Now you may like to eat these with a little bit of soy sauce, or maybe even mix some soy sauce with some brown sugar. But see how gorgeous they are? You can see all 3 layers in there. Just beautiful. And they taste even better. Thanks, Pauline.